Hi friends, Eric Bibb here to tell you about the wonderful Edmonton Folk Festival. I've been there several times, and every time has been just a gift. But there was one time in 2003 that was extra wonderful. And it was because I had a chance to not only perform to a wonderful audience, appreciative audience, but I had a chance to corral some of my heroes and record in Edmonton. And it happened impromptu. It wasn't really that planned. I just saw all these wonderful musicians who I'd admired for so long. Taj Mahal, Led Kalpana from Hawaii, Jelimadi Tunkara, the master guitarist from Mali, Harry Manx, Michael Jerome Brown. We had just an incredible time in the studio. What happened was I'd said to my dear friend Thomas Slaymaker, who lives there in Edmonton, that I needed to find a studio that would be willing to accommodate a whole bunch of folks coming over after the festival had closed and do some recording. And he said, okay, I'll get on it. And he found Rob Hughes at his studio, and I called Rob and told him what I had in mind, and he said, yeah, I'm up for it, come on. So I remember we got to Rob's place, and another friend, here's the Canadian connection again, Brian Luna from the West Coast, was there with a bunch of his wonderful vintage Gibson guitars that we partook of. And I started talking to Taj, getting ready to record a couple of things. And I said, among other things that I'd love to record with you is a little tune that I wrote, an instrumental called Sebastian's Tune. And I said, yeah, I'd love for you to play with me on that. He said, yeah, let me hear it. And I went like this. And then I stopped. I said, Taj, that's called Sebastian's Tune that I wrote for my middle son, but I just realized that actually it's a rip-off. This was truly inspired by your recording of an old tune called Buck Dancer's Choice. He said, mm-hmm. And busted I was. But he said, you know, Eric, we talk about I wrote this and I wrote that, but really we're all borrowing and stealing from a long line of wonderful players and singers. So when we talk about writing, we should always include that grain of salt that basically it's all one song. I said, yeah. So we recorded Sebastian's Tune with the wonderful Jelimadi Tunkara also playing guitar. And I said to Taj, I'd also like to record, you know, St. Louis Jimmy's Going Down Slow with you and Michael Jerome Brown. Michael's gonna play fiddle. And we started getting ready to record and went through the tune, and Taj said to Michael, man, it's such a pleasure to hear somebody playing blues fiddle. You know, there's a lot of great fiddlers out there, and old-time fiddlers, you know, Irish fiddlers. But the blues fiddle is a special kind of flavor, and Michael was right on top of it, and Taj was really impressed that Michael knew that language. So we had a great time. Here's a picture of me and Taj tracking that tune. Taj, of course, is somebody who I consider my older brother from another mother. he's been such an inspiration, not only musically, but just showing the way to revere this wonderful treasure, cultural treasure, and a way to take it to heart and make it your own and still carry on the things that people did before that were so inspiring. Taj was really my role model for that. Led Kapana, wonderful, wonderful musician from Hawaii, plays guitar, wonderfully sings, plays ukulele. I saw his set and I said to Terry Wickham, you think I could ask him if he'd want to record with me? He said, go for it, man. Got nothing to lose. So, Led was there with his wife, Susan, I think. And what a lovely guy. Just a joyful musician. Here's a picture of Led. We recorded a song. He was always smiling. We recorded a song of mine that I recently wrote called Cowgirl Queen. And I thought he'd be great for that because of the cowboy tradition in Hawaii with all those Venezuelan cowboys coming over there back in the day. And he played his electric ukulele beautifully. And the record that we made that actually ended up coming out was called Friends. It looks like this. And on the back there's Jelly Mali Tunkara from Mali, myself, Led Kapana, and Taj. What happened was Michael Jerome Brown had his fretless gourd banjo in the studio, and Taj picked it up, and that instrument is just a mighty, mighty sound, and it sounds so African. And Taj started playing this Malian traditional tune called Kulanjan. And then Jelimati heard it and picked up his guitar. And the next thing I know, they were recording it. That's Taj and Jelimati. So I was so happy to have connected those two with that recording session because Taj had been such a, avid fan and supporter of the Malian musicians and their music. And he'd recorded that album, Kulanjan. And I just felt like it was cool to be this younger brother link between these two older brothers. Yeah. Here's a picture of Taj and Led and me and Michael Jerome Brown and Rob Hughes. Thank you, Rob, wherever you be, for accommodating us. And thank you, Harry Manx, for playing beautiful Mohan Veena on Needed Time. Oh, what a time that was. I am really, really, really grateful to Terry Wickham. And I also want to thank Holger Peterson, who was also around, of course, in Edmonton at the time. Yeah, I just have fond memories of that time in the town of Edmonton. So I hope to see you again soon. Go well. Stay well.